Let's take a quick look at your account settings page. You can access this by going to the settings menu item and choosing account subscription. Under here you have multiple tabs. Let's go through each one of them. The first one, general, is just going to ask for your name and email address. Now these are different than what you may have put in for your pen name settings. This is so if we need to contact you, we know how to do that. Also, we have the next option, which is select or show rather help icons. That's just these little guys with the circles on the side. If those things annoy you for whatever reason, feel free to turn them off, but they do give you some pretty good tooltip information for each one of the fields that they sit beside. The time zone, basically you can choose from a whole list of different time zones that fit your particular situation. And your date format. There's international or European date formats, there's US date formats. It's up to you to choose which one that you want to use. All right, we have multiple currencies set here. These are the ones that you are allowed to use within the system. We do highly recommend that you not jump back and forth between these, because if you are to say, well, I'm going to keep it at USD even though I have usually used Canadian, but you jump back and forth with these things, and what can happen is over the course of time, it's going to reset all of that information each time that you make that change. And over the course of time, you might actually start seeing data getting messed up. So you'll notice here, we do recommend that you don't jump back and forth on this. You just choose whichever currency that you're on and stick with that. The next thing is the show free downloads on the home book or the home/book main charts. So basically the dashboard information. There is a particular view or chart that is shown that has like high, bar charts going up and down across them. If you have the free books set to on and you're doing a free promotion for a week, that can make all of your other data look really, really tiny, because, you might get 1,000 or 2,000 downloads of a book, which means that chart is going to be really high over here, making everything else dwarfed in comparison. I personally leave mine off unless I want to check to see how something is specifically doing, and I want to see it on that chart. But you can actually see that information also on other areas of the page without having to look at the chart. So I leave mine off. Some people prefer to have theirs on. Completely your choice. The next thing is the show reports update reminder at the start of each month. So what this basically means is, around the third day of each month, we're going to show you a window that kind of comes down over the main chart section and says, hey, don't forget to upload your 90-day report. And you can say, okay, I got it. And you can go ahead and close that report. Or you can say, don't show that to me ever again. Completely up to you. We personally recommend that around the third day of each month that you do upload your 90-day report, because as we all know, Amazon/KDP, they have a tendency of making some changes and alterations to their information as time goes on. So if you update your 90-day report around the third day of each month, then you'll have the most accurate data that you can get there. You can always turn this off here, or again, when it shows up on your page the first time, if you don't want to see that anymore, there is an option to say, don't show this to me again. Jumping over to managing your subscription. So this basically is just going to tell you information about your current subscription. And right now it's showing that this particular test account is listed as still in trial. I could enter a coupon code here if I have one, or I can go ahead and sign up. If you do have a coupon code, we highly recommend that you enter that in, obviously, because you're going to save some decent money on that. So make sure that you look for one of those. All right, the next thing up is the billing section. Now, again, test data is what you're looking at here, but the idea is to show you each time you get a bill, you can come in here and see, where was I charged? How much was I charged? And if you need to print out any of these receipts, just click for receipt and go ahead and click print. All right, next up, remove ads data. So let's just say that you have uploaded an ads report for the wrong date from Amazon, for example, and you want to go ahead and remove that. Honestly, the easiest way to do that is just to grab the correct report and upload it over the date that you selected that was the wrong report for it. Alternately, though, you can come in here under again, you go to settings, account settings, and remove ads data. And then under either one of these tabs, you can go ahead and click on that, choose which date, and then say remove now. Be careful though, as it says here, removing of it can't be undone. Technically it kind of can be, because all you have to do is re-upload the report and it's back to what it was before. But this is just an option for you to do that. Same concept over here for Audible. So you would choose whichever date or month rather you wish to remove and go ahead and remove it. If you need to upload over that, obviously you would go download that report from Audible and upload it again to the system. But again, that can't be undone other than you doing another upload to correct the problem. And finally, we have the KENP page rate. Now, this section basically, we recommend that you keep these all set to 0. And the reason for that is because we are going to figure out an average estimate over 3 months, which we will use for each one of these countries. However, if you wish to change these values, you can go ahead and do so. Just remember that whatever value you put in will stay that way for the duration until you change it again. If you want to have some additional information about what values you might want to choose, you can always click on any one of these drop-down arrows next to the country that you're looking at. By doing so, it'll give you a pop-up that'll tell you this is the rate we're going to use because we are averaging it over the 3 months if you've selected 0 here. And then these are the last 3 months, so you can see that data that we grabbed, which is what we're going to average from. Also, if you say, yeah, but I want to actually check out some downtrends and some uptrend data and so on, then we give you the 5% and 10% of both, which will give you the KENP rate. You can copy this and paste it into here. Just remember again that next month it will continue being this and the following month and so on, even if the actual values might be going down or might be going up. Without leaving this as 0, it's difficult to understand what that trend is going to be. So we do highly recommend that you keep it there. But again, completely up to you. Just remember to keep track of the fact that you have made any changes that you've made, because each month you would need to update those again, unless you're okay with a static number that may be off of what we believe it should be. All right, that should be it for your account settings page. Hopefully that helps you out.